Some of the more common side effects that we encounter for patients being treated for ALL would include fatigue, nausea, some of the more typical sort of side effects that you think about with somebody going through cancer treatment. The drugs work by killing cells that are dividing very quickly. Leukemia cells divide very, very quickly, and these drugs are designed to kill those cells selectively. However, other cells in the body also divide very quickly, and they are injured by the chemotherapy as well. And probably the most notable cells that are normal and dividing very quickly are the cells that give rise to our healthy blood cells. So patients will often have a depression in their blood counts as a consequence of this treatment. The consequence of that is impaired immune system. So the white blood cells drop, so we're less able to fight off infections and things like that. So patients often have to take preventative antibiotics to prevent infections. They're at risk of infections and fevers and things like that, which can often be a big setback in the treatment, so we really monitor those very closely. People become anemic. The body no longer makes red blood cells, the cells that carry oxygen through the body, so that can make people tired, short of breath, various other symptoms. And the platelets, the little fragments of cells that float around in the blood and help prevent bleeding, those also drop into a range where we worry about, even a nosebleed being a potentially life-threatening problem. The ways we have of handling the anemia and the low platelets is typically with blood product transfusions. So it's very, very common for people with ALL to have to come in periodically to have their blood counts checked and then to get a transfusion. So all of these elements sort of go into the supportive care of taking care of patients with acute leukemia, which is oftentimes one of the biggest challenges of treating this disease beyond just the actual killing of the cancer cells itself, because the treatment is very intense and very rigorous.